What is a charger and do you need one for your wedding? I get asked what chargers are all the time because they are pretty important part of our tabletop design for wedding receptions. And so we ask clients like, "Oh, what do you think of this charger? Should we add a charger here?" People always go, "What the heck is a charger?" Well, this is a charger. And I like to call it a fancy plate that you put your plate on. I know that's not what most, design people would call it. And frankly, I'm not really concerned with what design people call. We also call things crazy things. We made up napkin names that nobody else uses. We have a napkin fold that we call a baby ghost. Nobody else calls it a baby ghost, but we do. However, what I do care about is if my clients know what the heck a charger is. And a charger is a big fancy plate that you put your plate on. And as you can see in this picture, we've got a charger, then we have a plate on top of that charger, and then another plate on top of that plate. And because the charger is the plate that stays on your table, you set it there at the beginning, and it has all your plates kind of stacked up on top. And as you remove plates, it means you're still left with the plate there. In some instances, let's say you're doing buffet or dining stations, right? So if you're doing those, then you would have an empty charger on the table, and then you would put your plate there. It serves as a placeholder for when the plate does come so that your tabletop design still looks complete, even though the plates are usually on the buffet or at the dining station. Now you know what chargers are. Do you need them? Not necessarily. It's completely up to you. I like them as a part of my design because I think that they make your table and your design look complete. Charlie also likes chargers. He thinks they're fantastic. Mostly because I do like a charger. I think that they really work great for your design. But if you are trying to save money, some tips that we have. One, you can use a big plate as a fake charger. If you're renting, they often tend to be cheaper to rent a large plate as opposed to renting a charger. The other thing you can do is just not have one at all. They serve as like placemats. So instead of chargers at my wedding, I actually did large Monstera leaves. And we set the plates on top of those, and they served as like a placemat. So if you don't want to use a charger, maybe consider a placemat or something along those lines, or no charger at all. You can use a nice napkin fold and place that there with maybe a menu or something. Now you know what a charger is, and now you know if you need one.